Hi, hello, namaste. My name is Doipandra Chuduri, and in today's live session, we're going to solve a NICL Assistant Prelims level mock test. So it is available on Facebook platform, and the link is given in the description box. So let's get started. All right, so the pen is okay working. I feel the first section would be English, so ready to begin. Okay. If Anna had informed me about Rohan's absence earlier, I would have hired someone. So in part C, if you bring me a cup of coffee, I will be doing your part of the assignment. Okay, simple condition, future tense. So I don't think there is an error. When you boil the water on the heater, even for an hour, the boiling point temperature of the water will not rise above. It does not seem to be correct at all, but on which part I will see later. But if I think Anna is the question setter. If Anna gives a correct answer to the last question of this round, our team would have, if Anna had given, but I cannot change in the left side, so I will assume that the left is correct. If Anna gives, if Anna gives the answer, our team will win. So like that. Okay, I will do this one as it's seeming. It is seeming to be quite easy. Mother Teresa was born in 1910 in somewhere, the capital of Republic of Macedonia. Little is known dash about her earlier life. Okay, so here is a tip from my side. Whenever you do this kind of close tests, you do not at first see the options. You try to use your imagination and fill the blanks on your own. Suppose there are no options. So what should have been you writing here? So that is my approach here. So I don't see the options first. I try to make my own assumption and then I go back to the options. So, but at a younger, but at a young age, she felt a calling to be a nun and serve dash helping the poor and serve dash helping the poor. Serve, okay, serve by helping, yeah. Okay. So here I took the help of the options. At the age of 18, she was giving permissions to join a group of nuns in Ireland. After a few months of training with the sisters, she was then given permission to travel to India. She took her formal religious vows in 1931 and chose to be named as not no after like that. Okay, after yeah, some missionaries. On her arrival in India, she began by working as a teacher. However, the widespread poverty in Calcutta made a deep impression on her, and this led to her starting a new order called the Missionaries of Charity. The primary objective of this mission, something like that, yeah, of this mission was to look after people who dash. Okay, okay, not many dashes. Look after people who nobody else was prepared to. There's an option. Okay, I don't think this is a very lengthy one. Yeah, there are a lot of facts, but I will skip this one for this moment. On the flip side of the coin, she found life unbearable without him. On the flip side of the coin, she found life to be unbearable, like that, life unbearable. Okay, I will check it later. He was quite quite preparing to use military rhetoric in attacking his opponent. He was quite preparing. It sounds horrible, but I don't know if it's error or not. He was quite preparing to preparing for. Okay, either way, I think B is the part where the error lies, but I'm not too sure. He was trying to keep up with the rest of the class despite her illness. He, no, okay, no. He was trying to use the army to break the strike. He was trying to break the terrible news to his father in a gentle. Okay, AF can be a suitable pair. Here is an option. Let's see. BD. The government was threatening to use army to break the strike. Okay, she tried her best to break the terrible news to his no. She tried her best to keep up with the rest of the class despite her illness. So CEBF. What's the issue in the last one? Despite her illness, keep up. Keep up with is a correct puzzle, bro. Hope up, or rather cope with is the other one. Okay, the rest of the class. He was trying to break the terrible news to his father in a gentle manner. I think AF and BD seems to be all right because BF is not making to break the terrible news. Okay. Despite the rough weather, we still had a great time. Maybe they still set the sail. Despite studying very hard, he still studying still. So BF, despite the fact that it rained. So AD is seeming to be correct despite very hard work. No, despite the rough weather. No, despite the rough weather, he still no. CF, it rained. I think then BF only. Very hard. He still did not pass the exam despite studying very. Okay, does drastic restructuring of India. India needs a drastic restructuring of its developmental plans. So CAB to start with here, which involves allocating more GDP. Then the innovators from Africa focus on a vision of universal access to adequate nutrition. No, all children and vision of high quality education for all children and universal access to adequate nutrition. So E to finish with shit, many options. The innovators from Africa focus on so A BCA to start with the D and D. Okay. The manager praised the employees efficient planning, okay, meticulous planning, which significantly reduce the efficiency. No. Employees efficiency planning, but operational delays and prevented unnecessary project delays. Okay, and during implementation phases. Okay, reduced operational efficiency. The manager praised the employees dash planning. Efficiency planning is definitely meticulous planning, but AB, even if I change them, the sentence does not make any sense. Efficiency, okay, meticulous planning, which significantly reduced the operational efficiency. Just go with it, but I'm not too certain. The conservation project sought to degradation, okay, sought to restore biodiversity, okay, by preventing habitat resilience and encouraging ecological degradation across fragile. So habitat preventing habitat degradation and encouraging ecological resistance. So B and C to be interchanged. Okay, I think I am doing a bit slow today. The university introduced an inclusive curriculum, so AD for sure, educational barriers and promote academic equity. The engineer recommended are okay. So durable solution, so AC, withstanding severe erosion and prolonged environmental exposure near the coastal infrastructure. She dashed to stand by him no matter what. She vowed, these people have dashed the right to live in the society, have abridged, defeated, no, forfeited the right. These people have rescued, not deported. Forfeited means to give up something, defeated means to defeat something. So abridged or rescued. I'll go with abridged, but let's see. After years of rivalry, the companies agreed to uh, staunch. My God, okay, I will skip this one for now. They appealed to the judge to have dash on their child, to have mercy. All right. So now let's get back to the RC. At least one dose of vaccination before COVID-19 infection provided 60% protection against post-discharge mortality. And ICMR study on factors related to mortality within 1 year after discharge in hospitalization COVID-19 patients has found. The study has also found that there is a higher chance of mortality within 1 year following discharge for those over 40 years of age, those with comorbidities, and those who suffered moderate to severe COVID-19. The study observed that of the 18,000 approx participants contacted at least once in a year after discharge from the hospital, 942 deaths or 6.5% of all cause mortality were reported. Okay, all cause mortality were reported. Overall, the study findings suggest that post-discharge mortality rate of 6.5% in patient hospitalized for COVID-19 warrants a vigilant follow-up. Encouragingly, vaccination before the COVID-19 infection confers protection to post-discharge mortality, post-COVID-19, post-COVID condition (PCC), and the presence of comorbidities may have some association with late post-discharge deaths. Further research is warranted in this field, the study said. Similar trends were seen in participants in the age of 18 to 45 years age group. The study also noted that the National Clinical Registry for the COVID-19 study team had conducted matched nested case control analysis, okay, to evaluate the factors related to 1 year post-discharge mortality. The ICMR has been maintaining the NCR for COVID-19 at 31 centers across the country, where all hospitalized COVID-19 patients are periodically contacted by telephone till 1 year after discharge. Data collected in February 2023 were included in the study. Meanwhile, other ongoing studies on COVID include the effect of the vaccine on thrombotic event in the 18 to 45-year-old population. In India in 2022, and factors associated with sudden deaths in the same age bracket. The study further states that in the present investigation, post-COVID conditions were associated with 2.7 times higher odds of post-discharge mortality. Too much data. The limitation of current investigation include resilience on telephonic follow-up, which could have led to underreporting of the symptoms. The present analysis only included patients who were hospitalized due to COVID-19, and consequently, the finding cannot be generalized to all patients who had COVID-19. Furthermore, the operational definition of PCC used in the study is not an exact match to either the World Health Organization or the definition of the Center for Disease Control. The variation in the definition of PCC may be a source of bias. In the first two nested case control analysis, it is possible that the participants could have died sometime after being contacted and were misclassified as controls rather than cases. The variation of this definition of PCC may be a source of bias. In the first two nested case control analysis, it is possible that the participants could have died sometimes after being contacted and were misclassified as controls rather than cases. However, we do not expect any major bias to arise, as the misclassification would have made the analysis more conservative. Similar meaning of vigilant, attentive, opposite of evaluate, assess, disregard, evaluate, disregard, maybe. This is only the negative one, because validate, scrutinize, assess, appraise means something else, but the other, okay, which is true. In the study, vaccination infection provided 60% protection. 60%, yeah, 60%. The study, which is true. So A is definitely true. So either B or C. The study found a higher risk of post-discharge mortality for individuals over 40 with comorbidities. Yeah, makes sense. Author conducted similar research on vaccine effects from biotic population. But this one was also right? What the heck? Meanwhile, other COVID-19 effect of the vaccine, thrombotic age bracket of population in India. So is this 45? The study has also found that there is a higher chance of mortality within 1 year for those with comorbidities. The higher risk of post-discharge mortality for individuals with overweight and moderate to severe. This is exactly what to word copy. The authors, the study's author conducted. Okay, the study's author. Okay. Here it said some other ongoing studies on COVID-19 include, not the author concluded. So, okay. I don't think I will be able to finish the paper. It's crazy. Which is true. I'll skip one. Okay. So tone is cautious, informative. I think it was just about information and information. So I'll just go with the informative. There was no analysis. It was mainly investigative. Okay. Yeah, it is mainly investigative. But it was informative also of central vaccination and post-discharge mortality, impact of comorbidities, studies on eating habits, long-term outcome. No. Okay. So either this or this, vaccination and post-discharge mortality. Yeah, post-discharge mortality. All right. So this one was after years of rivalry, the company agreed to staunch means to like stop. Choose trial, latent is not relevant. I think I'll go with staunch. And in this question, which one is true? The study found that post-discharge mortalities in COVID-19 patients was significantly higher among those. This is true. Okay, over 40, right? So, okay, no, not this age. Okay, sorry. The study revealed that vaccination before had no impact. No, the study's operational definition of post-COVID aligns perfectly with study. Not an exact match. The study reliance on telephone follow likely resulted in over-reporting of symptoms, no, under-reporting. So this one is true. 2.7 times something. is this. Okay. Okay, I have not done this. Oh shit. When you boil boil the water on the heater even for an hour, the boiling point temperature on the water, okay, not will not but does not rise above. So if something is saying about universal truth, I think it's in the simple tense. So the next one, reasoning 9%, sitting straight line, okay, facing north, okay, B is 4 to the left of G, and B sits extreme left end. B sits 4 to the left, 1, 2, 3. So G, okay, so 5 done, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. F sits 4 to the right of C. F sits 4 to the right of C and second to the left of I. Who is fifth to the right of A? 1, 2, 3, 4. A. Okay, D is not an immediate neighbor of either. D not an immediate neighbor of either I or B. All right. There is only 3% between E and A. G is second to the right of C. G is second to the right of C. So C, A, one gap, two gap, F, one gap, I. Now D is not close to D nor I, so D goes here, and one clue was there was only 3 people between E and A. 1, 2, 3, E, and the other person H will be here. And the following seats on the experiment B and I. Middle of the row, I think H, G. How many person between H and E? So H here, E here, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 5. Okay, who sits second to the left of E? 1, 2, G. Shit. Okay, center left of E, okay, D. Which is correct. F sits second to the, okay, E sits at an extreme end, no. D sits third to the right of, no. A sits second to the, okay, A sits second to the left of D. How many pairs? Forward, backward? 5, 4, 7, 3, 6, 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Okay. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3. No here. No here. Okay. So skip. Okay, no. Say something else. 2%. Okay. Skip. Okay. So red. Red is red here. Red here. Okay. What is red? Not D. Okay. D or okay. Nothing. So only D. And donor. So donor blood is where? Blood is here. So BL, I guess. Blood. So DE, BL, DE, BL. Red blood. So red is DE. What did I do for the last one? Red donor. Okay, red blood this time. So blood is here. Color. Okay, color is also fresh here. So it cannot be determined. Because DE, BL, SI is LR. Okay. So cannot be determined. Color. So color is also BL or LR, not a DE. So color. Only buckets and notebook. Buckets, notebook. Only a few buckets. Pens. Some notebook can be pen. No. Some all bucket are not pens. It is true. So not a possibility. So neither. Only a few pizza. Pizza. Ketchup. All chips pizza. At least some pizza chips. Yeah. All pizza being ketchup. All pizza being ketchup. No. Only one. Only a few flies. Document. No file Excel. No document Excel. No, not necessarily. Some document is Excel. Okay, this is also not necessarily. So either or. Meaningful word can be formed. Okay, okay, I'm not going to do this. Okay, 6 members, 3 generation. Okay, 3 questions only, right? Okay, let's do it. 6 members only. There are 2 members in each generation. Okay, B is father-in-law. F, C is father of D. E is not married to F or C. So E not married to F or C. For C, E is not the third. Is it not in the third generation? First, D is not married to A. Okay, there is too many negative clues. I'm going to skip it. 8 employees, different 5% QV, neither manager. Doable, definitely doable. So this is going to be M, AM, then LO, then C, then T, then AC, then AN, then CL. Right. So 5 between Q and V. So neither manager. So either R is immediately senior to Q, is senior to Q. Q junior to Q is junior to employee working as Q is junior to the employee who is working as accountant. So definitely Q can be here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. So sorry. So Q has to be here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. V has to be here, and R is immediately senior to Q. So this is done. W is immediately senior to V. Okay, makes sense. S works as a cashier. At least at there are at most 2 positions between S and U. Okay, 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 definitely S and U. There is no position between V and T. Q is junior to accountant. P is senior to W. P is senior. Oh, T is immediately senior to U, not W, right? VT. I think I should do it again. Yeah, till here. W is just senior to U. Excellent. S works as a cashier. At most 2 positions between. So no position between VT. Just take another position. Q is junior to accountant. P is senior to W. P is senior to W, but not the manager. So P is senior to W, but not the manager. How many positions between P and T? 1 position. Following correct. Okay, Q is senior to V, no. S is junior to U, no. T is senior to W, yes. V is junior to Q, no. Assistant manager. So V. How many employees senior to U? So 3 there. So 5 senior to U. Immediate senior to V, T. So N to J. N to K. Okay, so J to I can go K and K. Okay, so this one is correct. L equal to H. L and H cannot be equal, right? Then G to T. Okay, so less than, greater than, no. And U to S again, less than, greater than, no. So neither. O less than N and N less than E. So this is true, and no, not equal to, but only less than N, N less than E. So only one. No stones. Sand, only a few rocks. Sand, only a few rocks. Sand, at least some stones are rocks, not necessarily all rocks being sand. All rocks being sand. So neither. Okay, 8%, 8-story building. I have left one of those. Okay. So let's do it. 8%, 8-story building, 4-story building. Okay, so 4, 3, 2, 1. And the flat names are as of 1 and 2. 1 is west of P. Perfect. Sorry, 1 is west of 2, not B. Let me take another projection, and I think it should have been enough. One floor is there between N and T. N and T, both N's and T's flat number are same. Okay, so same flat. M and P on the same floor. MP or PM. L lives immediately below P. L lives immediately below P in the same flat, definitely. So this is a block. L does not live in the bottommost floor. Okay, not at the first. K does not live on the same flat as O. So K not with same flat as O. Different flat. There is a gap of at most one floor. So O I slash O 1 Fi at most one gap. Okay, I don't think it's going to be easy. O and I. But then they're saying that I lives above N. I lives above N. No one lives to the west of K. West of K. So K in this side. K does not live in the same flat as O. Same flat as it was already said, right? Live on the same flat as O lives. K does not live in the same flat as O. K does not live below O. K lives. Okay, so K and O like that. Okay, so it was is going to be a very interesting one. Let's see. Okay, I will give it 1 more minute. If I can start, then I will. Otherwise, I will just skip it. Right, right. I is above N, so N cannot be at the very top. Okay, I think I should start with, but PM, MP, I'm not sure, right? So with that L, I'm not sure. I feel like just skipping it for now. Like, okay, but here also I have to use the pen, right? Okay, let's see. If each number or 2 is added to the last digit and 2 is subtracted from the first digit, then which number will be the second from the right in the new series if arranged in 2 is added to the last digit and subtracted from the first. 2 is added, or rather 2 is subtracted from the first, right? 2 is subtracted from the first, 2 is subtracted from the first, 2 is subtracted from the first, which will be second from the right. So second biggest, arranged in descending order. So second highest. So this is, or rather second lowest. Descending order. So the first one will be there. So the second highest I need. So this and this would be the second highest. So 443. If all the numbers, are arranged in a descending order after rearranging the digits in descending order. So just they're asking if the highest number are arranged in descending order. Yeah. So they have to be arranged in descending order 7, 7. Okay, within these two, 7, 4, 4, 7, 4, 3. So this one will be the highest. If in each number 3 is subtracted from the second digit, which will be the lowest number? Which will be the lowest number? From the second digit only. So this will remain the lowest. If in each number 2 is added to the second digit and the position of second and third digits are interchanged, which number will be the highest? So nothing is done with the first digit, right? So it will remain the highest. Second and third are being interchanged, so highest will remain the same for this case. Okay, this one says if in each number the first and third are multiplied, then the resultant of how many numbers will be divisible by 3? First and third, no. First and third, okay. No, no, okay. So 2. Now let's go back to this one. I'm just not getting any proper clue to start with, So I can do one thing, that can keep K here, O here, K here, but there will be many options for O, right? This is not feasible. I need some proper clue. One float between N and T. One float between M and P on the same floor. So M and P not in the ground floor. They may be here, or maybe here, or maybe here also. That's the issue, right? Okay, let me just start with M, P, L. Here I'm giving someone who's above N. So N here, T here, I here, but KO, no space. No space for K and O, right? So let me just then do like this, that M here, or rather, yeah, M here, P here, M here, L here, then N here, L here, but KO again, not being able to afford that. Okay, I will now change and come back to M, P, L, then N here, and T here, and K here, O here. I think everything is satisfying. Fine, okay. First floor, first flat, third floor. So T, how many persons live below I? Okay, I here. Not in the same flat, please. I lives, okay, just above. So total 6. Oh shit. This east of N, L. Let's go with it. How many people lives above P? As the number lives below P or O. Same flat. T I no, L O no. Okay, same flat. T I no, L O yes, M O no, K P no, L N no. Okay, nice. Then I think that one should be below I, right? So 6%. So none of this. Just as simple as that. Okay. Okay. Ending with E can be formed with the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. Third, fourth, eighth from the left hand, ending with E. Roti, Tor, Tor one. Okay, I will just skip it. A man spends 4% of his total income in traveling. 1/4, so 24% on food, and then donates this and still has, wow, what a rich man. So 1800 he had after 28%, so it remained 72. So 18,400 income, so 25. Seema puts 35% of money, more money than Samir. Samir puts 40% less money than Arnab. Okay, skip. Person, 12% sitting in a royal circular table. Provided of three friends will always be seated together. Skip. Simple interest. Okay, skip. The bottom of a tank. Okay, A is open. It takes 30 minutes to empty the tank. If only B open, 20 minutes. For 10 minutes, both are open, then B closed. So 60, then 2, 3. Okay, so for 10 minutes, they ran. So 50 is already emptied. How much time it takes to empty the tank? So then B was closed. So with 2, it will take another 5 minutes. So 10 and 5, total 15 minutes will be taken. So this is 4, then 9. This is squares. So then, no, not squares. Okay, 2, 5, then 7, 49. Then it should be 11 and 1 to 1, 1 to 1, 1 to 1, 1 0 0. Okay, I'm having difficulties. 2 to 8. So yeah, this one. This is 2. This is 3. I don't know. But the total gap is of 12. Then the next gap is of 11. So 2, 3, 5, 7, 5, 7. Yeah. So 50. This is minus 1 plus 4 plus 70. Okay, into 1 minus 1, into 2 minus 2, into 3 minus 3, into 4 minus 4, into 4 minus 4. So in a digit of 4, two options have it. So into 4 is 108. So this one, then it is going to be, okay. So the gap is here of is 2, 3. Total is of 12. Okay, the same questions are repeating. So 5, 7. Wait. 14. Okay, 5, 7. This is minus 3, then minus 12, then minus 2, but minus 18, or rather minus 22, then minus 33. So the gap is of 9, gap is of 10, 11, so 12. So it should have been 45. So it's 185, this option. Okay, percentage sold are quite difficult. Okay, skip. 3, right? So yeah, definitely skip. The questions are not that easy. All right, so x cube plus 116 minus 25 times 1.2. So 25 times 2 is 50, is equal to 190. So this is going to be 240 and 116. So 4, then 3, 1 is close to 5 only. So because it would have been decreased, so the overall value would have decreased. So yeah. Then the next one is 28 plus 18. So 46 upon into 33. This is 59 and 33. So 92. 2. So close to 16, but 16.5, right? Yeah, cannot be 18. If 16 is coming, I cannot give it 18. Then 120 plus 50 upon 25. So 224 upon 12. 2. 122. 400%. So 4 times 56. 2, 2, 2, 4 minus. This is going to be 4. This is going to be 660 plus 4. It's 664. So 0, 4, 4 minus 440. Okay, I'll skip this one. So 3 cube is 27 plus 2 cube is 8 plus 15 times 3 is 45 into 2, 90. So it's going to be 98 and 27, close to 125. Now 63%. So it's close to 5/8 into 8,000. 800 is 500 divided by 8 of, so by 64. Damn, these are okay. I could have just, why am I even doing this? So 64 into 8 or something like that, by 8 into something. So it's going to be 8. So 8 plus 4 into this. So 1608. Okay. Now it's going to be 22. So 40. 1740 minus, so 200. So 25. Then 170 upon 40. No, it's not one, it's 160 upon 40. So 4 is equal to, okay, minus 4. So it's 68 minus 4, so 64. This is going to be 110 upon 11. So 10. If I subtract it from, so 6. If a jogger jogs at 8 kilometer instead of 6, he would have crossed 20 kilometer more. So time taken is 2. So 10 hours. Actual distance covered by him. So 6, 10, 60. Two trains A and B, speed difference of 40. Both they meet 4 hours after they start towards each other. So total speed is going to be 160. So the speed of the slower train minus by 2, so 60. Ram suffers 10% loss by selling a bag. So he buys at 100 and sells at 90. The cost price of the bag, if the cost price of the bag was 10 less and the selling price is 26 more, then you would have earned 15%. Okay, so definitely not 100. Should I skip it? I think I should skip it. It will require some calculation. A circle is placed inside a square, comfortably touching the four sides. The remaining area of the square and the outs area inside the square and outside the circle is 36. Find the perimeter. So perimeter is asked. So this is R. This is going to be 2R. So the area is going to be 4R square minus pi R square. So 3 pi R square. So R square, so R is going to be 6. So 2R is 12 into 4, 48. ABC started a business, initial capital of ABC, initial capital 1/3, 1/4, 1/6. So multiplying all by 12, it will get 3 and 2. A withdraws half his amount, okay, after 4 months. Okay, so it remained for 4 months. Just write everything. 4 into 4. After 4 months, A withdraws half his investment. So then 2 months remained like this. 2 months remained like this. After 2 months, B withdraw 1/3 of his investment at the end of the year, right? So 6 months already passed. So with 2, he invested for almost 6 more months. With 2, he invested for 6. With 2, he invested for 6. Okay, I will just add all of them together. So this is 16, this is 4, this is 12. So 32, multiple of 32. Or 16. Okay, let's see. So this is 12, 6, 12, 12, 12, so 30. This is 24. So 2 times 16, 15, 12. At the end of the year, total profit earned is this. So total profit is what? 31. It's 31. So 43. It's 301. So it's 7 times, absolutely 7 times. So 16 times 7 is 112, right? Okay, this one is doable. Take, non-take. Okay, so everything is given. All right. So one gap is close to, just a second. So it's 10, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay. So this is 60. This is 1, 2 less. So 180. Then again, I have 80. I cannot. 25. So 27. Oh, questions are humongous. Okay, let's come to the questions first. The total number of take and non-take employees in X is, if, why are they giving if? Here the total number of in city X, take and non-take, 240. 240 is already given here, right? 240, and the number of non-take employees in Y is 50% more than that in X. Non-take is 50% more than that in X. It is already given, right? The total number of non-take employees in X and Y together, non-take in X and Y together, 450. What percent more or less than the number of take employees in X and Y? So 2, 280 and 30. So 2, close to then something. What is the average of the non-take in Y, Z and W? Non-take, right? So 27, here 20 and 15. So 35, 55, 62. So close to 206. Yeah. If the number of tech employees in V is 30% less than that of W, 30% less than that of W, what is tech employees in VXW? VX 60 and W 100. So this is 130, 230. Total number of employees in city Z is what percent more or less than the total number of employees in Y? So city Z, total number of employees 200 and 120 is going to be 320, 1% more or less than the number of total employees in Y. In Y, it is going to be 350, so 30 by 350. So it will go not 9 times for sure, so 8 times and 8.5 times. Yeah, almost 8.5 times. The respective ratio of the total number of employees in W, total number of employees in W was 250. So not this, not this. Can this be, this is multiple of 4. This is not a multiple of 4. So not this, not this, only this can be the answer. It must be 380. X and Z non-take. X and Z non-take. It's 200 and 180, 380. So I missed one question. Okay, Ram suffers. So 100x, or rather I will 10x. Just a second. Cost price 10 less minus 10 into 1.15 is equal to, okay, so 9x plus 26. So what I can do is 11.5x minus 11.5 is equal to 9x plus 26. So 9x comes here, 2.5x is 37.5. So point goes. So 1.1255. So x is going to be 150. Or rather 10x was going to be 150. So this question is 76 by 0.25. Then again into 0.3. So 102, 100 into 4, 76 into 1.2 into 1.2 into 3.6. So 3 is going to be 0.4. So 1 0 also here. Okay, so 4 6 4 4 4 6 6 2 2 2 6 2. So 0.2 to finish with. I will just go with this one, but I don't think this bigger answer is going to be there. But the point will definitely stay, right? Or will they get cut? Let's see, 65 upon 0.25 into 0.3 into 1.2 into 1.2 into 3.6. So point, point, and point, point, and point. Now, this is 75 almost. Yeah, 12 cube is 1, 2, 7. Yeah, almost this one. But the points do get cancelled, right? But cutting it will definitely add some more points to it. So yeah, I will just go with this one. The person loyalty always be seated together like this. 1, 2, 3, 12 seats are there, right? So between them, if I take this as one seat, so the probability will be, so 1 upon 10 into 3 factorial, something like that. I have to take it and then check, skip. Simple interest, 6 years, 7%. So 42% is given. What would be the compound interest of 9-year? 9%, 2 years, so almost close to 18. Okay, if options are very difficult. Okay, it could have been done. Okay, it should have been done. Seema, summer, Seema 30%, 35 more than summer. Summer puts 40% less money, 40 less than Ayub who put 8,000. 40 less is 320. So 5 relation to Seema's investment relation to the total investment by all. This close to one third only. So either this, I think this one should have been the answer. 135, 15 multiple of 15. Okay. So in reasoning, I got, I think, whole set incorrect. Okay, let's check that. I think one whole set has got incorrect reasoning. Yeah, this one got incorrect. Okay, we're supposed to be making 4 cases, and from then one would have come, but KO. You don't actually remember what I did. But okay, 2 got correct and 3 got incorrect. So basically, I'm at a positive. But then again, okay, this one was arranged in descending order. So which will be the highest number? Okay, in descending order, right? Okay, okay, okay. Then it the 8 one would have been at the top. Okay, I got this wrong. So the code was asked for red donut. So donut is ON. I think I got BL, yeah. The donor is OM and the red was DE. So DE1, yeah. Alright, it was an honest mistake. 1, 2. Okay, so Tor and wrote ROT. I was not sure about what it means. 6%. Okay, it took me a lot of time, but people have done it quite comfortably. Let me see. Okay, so only 6% were there. No two members. Okay, B is father-in-law. B is father-in-law of F. C is father of D. E is not married to F or C. E is not married to F or C. E is not in the third generation. D is not married to A. There is no single parent. So, but what about the genders? If how many members? If D is the only daughter of C, if she is the only daughter, then how many males? So 3. How is D related to F? How is D related to F? D is daughter. Okay. How is D related to F? Okay, D and B same gender. Okay, okay. I got a bit too excited. Okay, how is A related to B? Complete sentence. Okay, how is A related to B? So cannot be determined. It was easy. I just had to put them, and I skipped actually. So I feel this one should have been skipped, and the blood relation could have been done. But I took that risk here, and it didn't pay off this time. Okay, everything got correct, but okay. This question I will not attempt. I will just check the solutions. Yeah, I was close to like 15%. So 15 means 3 and 5. So 5 may got cut, but 3 close to one third. But yeah, I had to do the proper calculation. But I was, if I had to take one risk, I was going to check this one. Okay, I absolutely forgot this one. This is something related to like that Okay, so there are 12 sets. So we have to treat this three set as a single unit, and in these three, there are six possibilities. And I'll just check the solutions. The total possible arrangement 11. Okay, number of outcomes, seating arrangement, probability. Yeah, 3 into 9 upon 11. So 11 was the total arrangement possible. Okay, in circular table, total arrangement is n minus 1 factorial, 3 factorial within themselves, and 9 factorial total by 11 factorial. Sounds good. And this one, okay, definitely not doable. I mean, even with calculator, it would have taken a lot of time. So yeah, this chart was only there to be skipped. I mean, if you attempt this question, your exam is going to be like class. The percentages are crazy. 18.5% is none of the fractions. So you have to calculate for each actually. All right. So in quants, I'm quite satisfied. Um, if I had time, which I should have, so then I could have managed this one also, but otherwise it's fine. In reasoning, on the other hand, this question, these two should not have been incorrect, and I took one of the wrong set of puzzles. I should have gone for the blood relation. And in English, I got many incorrect. Let me see. Okay, I will attempt. If you bring me a cup of coffee, I will be doing your part of the assignment. Okay, I will do the part of your assignment. So in part C, okay. So I was not in the mood in the first few questions. Already in blank three. Okay, I said after, but it's not after. Okay, named. Okay, named was and chose to be named after. Named after is a common, you know, common saying. The patron saint. Okay, was and chose to be named by, but named after is more accurate. Okay, I guess they are saying that her name was this, not someone else's name which she took, but her own. So that's all right. On the flip side of the coin, she found life unbearable without him. So then no error. If I felt life to be unbearable, okay, mistakes can happen. These people have dash right to live in the society. Okay, my first was abridged, then the second was rescued, but forfeited means lost. Okay, after years of rivalry, okay, truce trial means to examine truce and agreement between enemies, stop fighting, and staunch, very loyal, committed in. Yeah, I thought something positive, staunch. Reverent means feeling deep, solemn respect. All right, I think it was not as I thought it would have been. I actually hope for more than 80 because that's what the exam will require, at least to pass the preliminary stage. But I guess if in reasoning I had done better, it would have been much better. So that's it for now. Thank you for joining. See you all in some other video.